Howdy, this is Devlog 2 for Neon Cell Babylon, the space farming game that I've been working on, where the gimmick basically is that you kind of have limited resources and area to work on. So, since the last time I mentioned that I was orienting more towards a mobile game, because I was just kind of, not mobile, like a game on mobile, not a mobile game, I still am not interested in creating an idle game. I've been considering different sorts of game modes for craft difficulty where there's an idle sort of option if you wanted to play like that, but I'm not gonna be, like spend $5 to go faster, none of that crap. So I've changed up a few things since the last version. The primary things, you can see they've changed up some of the UI elements, basically just make them look a little bit prettier. Change up the inventory, and I've added these quests. I'll come back to those in a second. So you actually got better credits. I think this is everybody that I've actually used assets from. And do I have anything in the save? I guess I did not. That was unwise. Let's give ourselves some money. And the other thing that we need is to have grown some plants. So I'll just bump those up a little bit. And since you should never be editing those through the editor, this doesn't update until I buy something. So yeah, as we said, we have the different licenses, and now when you look at say like we look at this class 3 stuff, it doesn't let us I still am currently showing this information, but like for example, you don't get all of this plant information. Now you didn't used to see that any plant information really, except for this mouse over script, um, which I'm probably going to remove at some point. I'm leaving it in for now. But now if you like click on this, we'll get some better information. So the price, the exact price. So yeah, I guess we can actually just compare it. So now you get a water value, sun value, basically more exact values for everything. Um, and the ones on the mouse over script were kind of approximated values. These are like the exact value ranges that you can end up within. So every potato will require between 450 and 560, technically be 563 sun, since it is it's not a float, it's an int. But the multiplication was times like 12.5%, whatever. Anyways, so we have these upgrades, and now when you buy an upgrade, it'll show like kind of transparent to show that you owned it rather than just being completely blacked out. And then this gives you the requirements for when you need to buy it. And the next class is restricted, so we buy this, and these unlock, and we can keep going. In terms of some other stuff that I've added, oh yes, so instead of I still have the player robot. I'd like to incorporate him in some way in the future. However, the controls basically felt pretty clunky according to most feedback that I was getting. So we're just going to grow up some of these. So now instead of moving the robot around to do everything, you you can basically it's just a touchscreen. And these since I'm on my desktop, the controls are slightly different. Usually you'd select what you're actually doing with these, but I can get around that. So I also added this cool effect from a Brachy's tutorial for the plants when they get sent up to the cloud, and that makes it a little more clear what's happening there. Change up some of these icons here to just kind of try and make it a little bit more clear. And yes, so as I mentioned, we have these quests. So they're just kind of randomly generated from a few things. We have like a ship name, some sort of event, and then you need a plant, quality level, and then you get a reward. So for example, oh yes, so he actually just got 2 potatoes, and so you get the upon selling the items, you get the reward. So if we just go sell these 2 potatoes, the quest is completed. I should add like a little jingle or something for that, but yeah, now it says that 1 quest has been completed. We got the money for it. So those are kind of the primary features that I've been working on. It's been about 2 weeks since the last one, as well as just some bug fixes, all that good stuff. Oh, and then also I added I don't think this was visible in the last video where like you can see these grapes are kind of blue. I added something that basically there's a hue shifting mechanic so that the colors will kind of be slightly randomized. And I intended to have this be for more special plants rather than just all of them. But basically you'll get, I can do this bunch of mushrooms. Basically you'll be able to get some more variation. So you can see that these are not all like the same kind of tan mushroom that you would expect. No, they're all different colors. So that's about what I've been working on in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, as I said, pretty close to getting a player build. I actually just need to figure out how to sign it so it doesn't say like this is a suspicious app. You shouldn't download it when I send it to people. And then the other thing that I want to work on is the water gameplay loop. Currently, when you sell something, you get more water than you put into it. Um, I kind of try to find a more fun way to incorporate that, but I haven't come up with anything. So I'm probably just gonna add an option to just buy more water on the menu, and we'll worry about that in the future. Yeah, I think that covers everything. Thanks for watching.